straight back on them feet. Bounce that, get down low, bounce right, yes indeed. By the telling me something, maybe I need to figure out how the hell are we cutting. I got a deed to the house, and the less of the like. If you tryna do something, you gotta lead with the bounce.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you little piece, wanna see some more?
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you little piece, wanna see some more.
Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so they're left facing 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Allen on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Allen looking to throw. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Byron Murphy picks it. And the Vikings are going to have it after his second interception of the season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On second down, a run with Williams. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
So now here's 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Moore's got it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Up the gut they go with Williams. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They stay on the ground with Williams. Runs inside the 35. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings parlay the interception into points. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Ready to send this one away. Chooses to bring this one out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Again, it's Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Ready from the gun, it's Allen. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, where they come down to a play or two and 3rd downs. But whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He's got it at the 24. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And it's going to be Vikings football. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. He's contained at the line for no gain. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Another run for Williams. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3-and-out.
You kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they've got to see the chains move to get it going. But that forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw now, Allen. He'll get this to Samuel. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
This is Cook on the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 31. Tremble with the grab. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. McCarthy looking to throw. He's got a man left. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Second and 6 coming up here. Straight ahead with Williams. And his gain is stopped on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Pass is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. Sending the tight end in motion left. Working inside the red zone. And he finds him in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take a 13-0 lead. It's a T.J. Hawkinson touchdown. Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. Ready to send this one away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down throw for Allen. That's incomplete left side. First time this game they've looked to him. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage. And that really did help force the incompletion.
Connect on first, it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's on the move. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. Oh, and they got it back. This play is still live. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
From the 39. Throw left side, complete. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop. Third down, 1 yard to go. Throwing now from the gun. That one's complete, right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Allen setting up play action. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
To throw again, it's Allen. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Allen gonna throw again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So now, here's 3rd and goal. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They've held them out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. To the air again, Allen. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills start to fight back with their first points of this game. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing here. Hits him on the out route. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Trying again, following the sack. Able to find Hawkinson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He picks up 28 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Going left side, Williams with it. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. And that play cleaned up by Matt Milano. On play action now, McCarthy. Buying some time right. Hutchinson reels it in. Decent gain here, but short of the first. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pass is cut at the 9. Touchdown, Minnesota. So Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Reichert on for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. Right, ready to send this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Coleman with the grab. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
A gain of 12. And the Bills first down.
Throwing here, Allen. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Byron Murphy picks it. And the Vikings get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They'll motion a tight end left. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, you give him another foot of space, and he's going to bring that in for a nice gain. The throw, it just didn't give him enough real estate to establish possession before he hit the sideline.
This is Williams. And he'll make his way down to the 16-yard line. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only 2 seconds left in the half, so on comes the field goal unit. This will be around a 33-yarder for him. Smith able to put it through. And that makes this a 3-score game. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Bass now to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. A run with Williams. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive 1st down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. A handoff to Williams. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Here's McCarthy to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big...
And that's a Minnesota touchdown! Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings make it a 24-point ball game. Right, ready to send this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
Allen now on first down. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he gets absolutely...
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Gets this one to Andrews. It has almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Allen on 3rd and short. Brought in along the sideline, just need an official ruling, and they said catch. Great play. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Again, Allen to the air. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Vikings will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Williams on the carry. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
At the 3-yard line.
Give to Williams from the gun. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. McCarthy throwing on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And this one does not go far. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
Well, there was no way that defense was going to pass up on that opportunity. I dare to say that was the most energetic and frenzied we've seen them all game. I don't think they could believe the offense would go for it that deep in their own territory.
Now run by Cook. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Offense up to the line fast. Another one for Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Allen on 3rd down. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
And now the Bills offense staying out. They're going to go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
And he won't be able to reach the end zone, so their first 2-point try of the afternoon comes up empty.
31, Bills 13.
Bass now to kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And look at this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Finds a seam down the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. From the gun, a carry by Williams. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He'll get this to Jefferson. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Running for the marker with Williams. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it took a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. They've got first down from the 31. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Cut near the goal line. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. That's Jefferson. He's got it. Touchdown, Minnesota. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Right, ready to send this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
Their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Blitz coming here. Allen. Short pass brought in. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10 from the 41. Back to throw now, Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Another try following the sack. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. We've got an injury timeout here, and this is not good. That is Josh Allen, who is in some pain and being attended to. A lot of room they need here. It's fourth and a long 8. First throw for the backup now. They connect for the first. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Here's Huntley to throw. Andrews with the catch. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Huntley. Completed over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the first. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Working quickly here.
And the Bills first down.
Working inside the red zone. It is caught left side. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Second and 6 at the 15-yard line.
Huntley looking to throw. This throw is caught. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills make it an 18-point game.
Bills 20.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And this is covered by the Vikings hands team. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, bro.
Yeah, that's all they have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Brought in left side by Jefferson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings moments away from a 2-0 start. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Williams now on 1st and 10. And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Finds a man right side. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. It's a gain of 4 there, and it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
A quick throw completed out to the left. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a pickup of 11. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
First down and 10 yards to go.
So they are indeed kings in the north as the Vikings win it at home. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.